Welcome, and thanks for joining Basingstoke Salvation Army's daily devotional Battle Drill with Lieutenant Rob. For more information, go to www.equippinghispeople.com. Hello. Today's reading is from 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 18 to 31. The wisdom of God. The message of the cross is foolish to those who are headed for destruction, but we who are being saved know it is the very power of God. As the scriptures say, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and discard the intelligence of the intelligent. So where does this leave the philosophers, the scholars, and the world's brilliant debaters? God has made the wisdom of this world look foolish. Since God in his wisdom saw to it that the world would never know him through human wisdom, he has used our foolish preaching to save those who believe. It is foolish to the Jews who ask for signs from heaven, and it is foolish to the Greeks who seek human wisdom. So when we preach that Christ was crucified, the Jews are offended and the Gentiles say it's all nonsense. But to those called by God to salvation, both Jews and Gentiles, Christ is the power of God and the wisdom of God. This foolish plan of God is wiser than the wisest of human plans, and God's weakness is stronger than the greatest of human strength. Remember, dear brothers and sisters, that few of you were wise in the world's eyes, or powerful or wealthy when God called you. Instead, God chose things the world considers foolish in order to shame those who think they are wise. And he chose things that are powerless to shame those who are powerful. God chose things despised by the world, things counted as nothing at all, and used them to bring to nothing what the world considers important. As a result, no one can ever boast in the presence of God. God has united you with Christ Jesus. For our benefit, God made him to be wisdom itself. Christ made us right with God. He made us pure and holy, and he freed us from sin. Therefore, as the scriptures say, if you want to boast, boast only about the Lord. Verse 19 says, as the scriptures say, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and discard the intelligence of the intelligent. He's very intelligent. He just has no common sense. Have you ever heard that said about anyone? This week's sermon focused on God's love as expressed through the cross of Jesus Christ. It just makes no sense for God's love to be expressed through an instrument of torture. As Paul says in verse 18, the message of the cross is foolish to those who are headed for destruction, but we who are being saved know it is the very power of God. But Paul goes on to say that God's way of thinking differs from human wisdom. We might say that God seems very wise, but what he does often doesn't make sense to us. Human wisdom is not wrong, it's just that it can't go far enough. Human wisdom will never save us. Only God can do that. And he chose to do it by sacrificing his one and only Son on the cross of Calvary. Those who rely only on human wisdom will one day be left with nothing. For all their learning, God will show them to be fools by doing what their wisdom could never do. As you go about your day today, think about the following question. Why do you think the cross is such a stumbling block to those who put their faith in human wisdom? God bless you in your day today. We hope you've been encouraged and challenged by this daily devotional. Why not find us on Facebook or Instagram by searching for Basingstoke Salvation Army, and join us again for our next daily devotional. God bless you.